Here's a question. I often say, may all beings be happy. Big influence from Goenka, from Vipassana. But Buddha's teaching point that for sure. And then I thought, what if everything is just the way of nature? If I think about Buddha's Shila, which is not kill one of them, if you just pick that one. If you look at the ocean, I just came back from diving. I know there are lots of killing going on, if you want to call that killing. Small fish get killed by the bigger fish, and the bigger get killed by the bigger fish. And we kill the fish too, as human. So, if everything is nature's way, I mean, it just happened that way. Can't do anything, it's nature's way. So do we admit that it's just that nature's way? I think we do. And if that's the case, what about human to human? What's the difference between the fish to kill each other than human to human? I don't mean to promote that, but that also can be seen as nature's way. But we have something more than the nature's way. That's what we think. Is that the delusion? No, if someone killed someone on the street for no reason, we don't call it, right? If they kill it for some money, we don't call it, right? But those species of murderer happen as a nature's way. So the human way is much greater than the nature's way. If we see that judgment to tell if they're doing some murder, but the guy who is doing the murder maybe just happened because parent had the same kind of a life, and the kid growing up looking at that and doesn't feel anything about it. So that's also a nature's way in a broad sense. I'm a bit confused. I thought I figured out, but this one, I have to think about it. Because I pretty much always felt that me being here is a miracle. But why would I feel miracle? Because I do appreciate the fact that I got this enlightenment or awakening experience, and since that time I believe it's kind of like I've been lucky, and I appreciate the miracle. My being here is a miracle. Why not? But everything is miracle. It's nature's way. And if it's everything's miracle, it's kind of like no miracle, because miracle is the judgment of human. Because we call it there's right judgment and wrong judgment. That's the morality. It goes back there. That only applies for humans. That's our invention. And the happiness is to follow that. Otherwise, it's too much. I think it's kind of obvious, but I better be quiet. And I appreciate everything still. There's a book by Matsushita. One of the books is called The Way of Human or something like that. I may need to read that if I can find it somewhere, because he believes in the direction that we are superior being to be able to talk and think and do the right thing. So, of course, that makes sense. But in a way, I've been talking about revisiting the nature's way, going back to the Garden of Eden, because then we don't have extra suffering the human create, psychological, caused by the ego and the mind. Just a thought. If anybody want to share any opinion, please do so on the comment. Thank you.